Now, hoping that my drawing hasn't confused you, let's move on to taking a look at how one group of young people understand and approaches life differently to the other. First, the group that said no to waiting for that future point in time. They're the group that want to know what they are capable of, what they can actually do now. Why? Often, at some point, they discovered an ability or abilities connected to their potential. Now, an ability being a talent, a skill, or a proficiency, and this in the area of something physical, cognitive, emotional, or creative. Now, with this being recognized and given value as part of that individual person, they've gone on to explore what they're capable of. At some point, they connect to the understanding that this ability, as part of their potential, is creating their journey in life. In fact, very practically, day to day, just by the time that they commit to it. Now, with this as an example of how their potential creates their life, they can move on to exploring and discovering other elements of their potential that will help them do the same. Now, I'm not saying that we are going to discover an ability or abilities of a person's potential always at a young age. In fact, our individual lives are very complex, and sometimes it needs the right circumstances for an ability to become evident. What I am saying is that we should keep a focus on exploring a person's potential and encouraging them to do so as well. And then there's that second group, the ones who wait to become in the future. Now, this might be because, yes, they haven't discovered a significant ability or abilities connected to their potential that once recognized and valued as part of them as individuals, they go on to explore. It could also be that the ability is recognized, but there isn't the environment to explore. It could also be that the ability is recognized, but we don't value it as part of the identity of that individual, and therefore we don't encourage them to explore that one. And then they just slip into doing life. Why not? There are plenty of age-based societal and cultural hoops and expectations to jump through and meet. So they get into the mindset of just doing life and waiting for the future. We even encourage this when we're saying to them, while they're young, what we're giving you to learn and what we're preparing you for is life after school. And we're helping you become adults later on. Besides that, what do you want to become? Who do you want to be in the future? Instead of focusing on who you are right now, what the abilities are that you have that reflect the potential that is in you, with which, even if you don't know your path right now, you can use it to explore and create the journey of your life. Now, I know that I've oversimplified a bit, maybe a lot, and there are many things that you have to consider when you're talking about individual lives. But I am convinced that it is important to explain to young people that the measure of, or the measure for their life, is about how much they manage to make out of the potential that they already have, and that the journey of their life is essentially nothing more than exploring, discovering, and experiencing the potential that they have inside of themselves. In fact, 2,500 years ago, Aristotle called this process entelechy, but I'll talk more about that another time. Mr. G coaching is about helping young people to understand that life is the here and now. It's not about waiting until the future. It's about creating. And when you create, it's because you understand that there is a core of potential that you have. This core is connected to your character. This character that you have makes the choices that are essentially going to create your life. And when you get caught up in the glitz and glitter, the drama, the trauma, the challenges, the opportunities, the pure old-fashioned ups and downs, Mr. G Coaching is there to bring you back to the calm, the strength, and the core of what essentially is just you. I'm Mr. G, this is Mr. G Coaching. Feel free to subscribe, comment, communicate, and connect. I'll see you again soon.